Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when he's away. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he always gone too long. Anytime he goes away. One day this time when he's gone, wonder how long he's away. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime he goes away. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when he's away. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime he goes away. I know, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, anytime he goes away. Anytime he goes away. Anytime. Goes away. It goes away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure and honor to host you here tonight at this beautiful hotel, Burj Al Arab, the only 7-star hotel in the world, in this beautiful city of Dubai. Welcome and thank you very much for having accepted our invitation. Tonight we are going to celebrate and award some of the celebrity CEOs who have made lots of efforts over the last 1 year to get achievements, to gain lots of victories in these turbulent times of business in the world. Middle East, with its own terms and situations, is a very, very important region in the world in terms of creating wealth. And I think the world must thank you for being the leader you need to be in order to make a difference and in order to create victories and achievements. It's time to celebrate all your turning points and the milestones that are the results of your days and nights of efforts and perseverance. So thank you very much. I know that your businesses are sometimes more important than your children and your lives and your wives and your anything. I mean, because you're spending a lot of time, days and nights, waking up 7 in the morning, going home at 10 p.m. or 12 midnight for some of you in order to make a difference. So it's time to celebrate. It's time to let the employees who are your team members, who are making the difference for your companies and organizations know that what they've done has paid off. For this reason, we are here all together tonight to celebrate these achievements. And over the course of the next 2 hours, we're going to give the awards by some of the celebrity award givers. We are having a celebrity MC, which most of you know well. And I hope you will have a wonderful stay over the last 2 hours. Here with us, we have Allan Pease as our MC tonight, who has written several best-selling books. The book you know is Why Men Don't Listen and Women Can't Read Maps. And he has written over 30 million books. He's got 10 #1 books in the world. He is advised to the Russian President Vladimir Putin, and he is advised to many other prime ministers and presidents in the world. And he's a witty speaker and a great friend, and he will be with you over the next 2 hours to MC the ceremony. And I would like also to thank Daniel Seelhofer, my American friend who is here with us. He's the dean of the oldest applied science university in Switzerland, based in Zurich. And he's actually chaired the academic part and has read and has evaluated lots of forms and evaluation forms of your businesses. And tonight is with us and will also join us on the stage to give the awards to you. Allan, at one stage at around 9 p.m. will do a very good motivational talk for you as well for like 10-15 minutes. As you know, businesses are successful because they're communicating well. And Allan's job has been teaching communication, negotiation, and more importantly, body language. So once again, I would like to congratulate you and thank you specifically for coming here and for celebrating your achievements and victories which you have gained over the last 1 year. And I hope that your customers and your employees would know about this with the presence of the media in the next couple of days. And this will motivate and instigate you to continue the efforts which you have started. And I wish you all the success and wish you a wonderful night. So thank you very much. And with your applauses, please let me have the pleasure and honor to invite our celebrity master of ceremony, best-selling author, coming all the way from Australia, Sydney, Mr. Allan Pease.
Welcome you, everybody. Thank you for coming. And on behalf of SEPA and of MENAA Awards organisation, we want to thank everybody for making the effort to come here, who are putting on the night tonight with SEPA, but also together with the Institute of Leadership Management, the University of ZHAW in Switzerland, and you'll hear a little bit more from Daniel shortly, and from ASIC in the UK, which is the accreditation body. And tonight, as SEPA mentioned, it's about winners. It's about people who make a difference. And more often than not, as I said before, especially in this region, you are an unsung hero. So if you're in this room tonight, you're here because you are a winner. There's no doubt about it. People love you. People love your business. And we're going to have 2 award categories tonight. The first will be the Best Business Leader. Now, the Best Business Leader is very straightforward. It's a personal award given to an individual. And it's an individual in a leadership position. They're great at leadership, they're great at marketing, they have novel new ideas, they're innovative, they do things, they take risks, they create more revenue for companies, they create more customers, they create more business. Staff love these people to death. So this is a personal award, which we want you to brag about this award. There's a great opportunity tonight to take this and to show to your staff and to your customers that you are in fact a hero at what you do, which many of them may not know. So that's the first category, which will be the Business Leader Award. And the second category, which is more of a corporate and organisational award. And this is the Customer Delight Award. Now the Customer Delight Award is judged by a panel, which I'll introduce 3 of those shortly. Where they've gone through with criteria to decide about your customers. The bottom line is, to get the Customer Delight Award, your customers are going to buy you, they're going to rebuy you, they're going to brag about you, they love you. They promote you. Because the bottom line is today, that's where business is. Business is not about corporations first. Business is about people. If people like you, people love you, if they buy you, there's a good chance they're going to buy what goes with you. Is that true or not? That's exactly how it happens. It's a personal sale first up. People will follow you to the end of the earth if they love you. And so if you receive one of these awards, either the Best Business Leader or the Customer Delight Award, you've done a great job, or your corporation or organisation has done a great job. I'm going to start by introducing our first speaker. We'll have two speakers that will speak for approximately 10 minutes. And also these first two speakers are on the judging committee for the awards. The first, and I'd like to invite them to the stage now, is Dr. Daniel Seelhofer, and he's the Dean of ZHAW University of Switzerland in Zurich. And that's the oldest state-applied university in Switzerland, as Sefa mentioned before. And we're very glad to have you here tonight. So give him a round of applause as he comes to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure in the name of the Zurich University of Applied Sciences, specifically the School of Management and Law, to welcome you to these fourth MENAA Awards. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum once said, "The race for excellence has no finish line." And I do believe if you're here, this is a dictum that you can buy into. All of you know that the race is never finished, that you continue to improve, to constantly get better, to be more innovative, to be more competitive. You are entrepreneurs, you're leaders, and leadership and entrepreneurship is what drives business in the globalized economy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight to celebrate achievements. The Middle East is a dynamic region. It is, from the outside, in the process of also redefining its role in the world. It is growing stronger every year. For this, strong leadership, both in politics and in business, are needed. Tonight's award is a visible sign of outstanding achievement on the business side. It offers well-deserved recognition to outstanding leaders and companies who are business role models, not just in this region, but everywhere. But it is also an additional signal to the world that says, people, look, here we are, competing at eye level with the world, going up against the best, triumphing, and we are among the best in business. This kind of leadership and entrepreneurial spirit is what drives a region, any time, and it drives it forward. And this is what you all represent here tonight. Regardless of who will win in the end, and of course it's always nice to win the award, but whether you win or not, I believe everybody who is here tonight is a winner. The School of Management and Law, which I represent here tonight, is accredited by both ASIC and FIBA, and is the only applied school in Switzerland and one of only two in all of Europe that holds these two prestigious seals. With over 6,000 students, we represent a little bit more than half of the overall university, and among our core topics are strategy, leadership, and entrepreneurship. For example, the Swiss government has mandated us to train young entrepreneurs, and we work with a number of large international companies on their strategy processes, and we run custom-made leadership and crisis management programs for them. As such, we are very proud to be part and partners in tonight's event. In concluding, I would like to extend a particular thank you to our friends at the Menaa-Organization who made this event possible tonight, my peers on the jury, and also the head of our Center for Middle East and Africa Business, and my good friend, Professor Khaldoun Diadine, who's in the audience tonight. Now I wish you all an interesting evening. I do hope I kept to my promise and was brief, and thank you very much for honoring the event with your presence. Thank you very much. Thanks.
And that's Russ Haines. Russ is from the International Business Development Manager. He's the International Business Development Manager of the ILM, which is the Institute of Leadership Management in the UK. So please put your hands together and welcome Russ to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and colleagues, it gives me great pleasure to be here this evening to represent the Institute of Leadership and Management to join you in celebrating the achievements of the best business leaders in MENA. Now, I'm sure many of you will be wondering who or what ILM are and why we have been chosen to share this stage at such a prestigious event. Hopefully all will become clear in the next 10 minutes, but we're here tonight to celebrate those who have demonstrated great leadership, transformational business leaders who are making a difference, increasing market share, growing customer loyalty, and using innovation and creativity to gain competitive advantage. With over 500 applicants, the success rate of being selected to receive a Best Business Leaders Award from MENA is less than 10%, so we're in great company this evening. And yet, we are hearing that there is a shortage of leadership skills that is affecting so many parts of the world. Recent global events have proven that the status quo is no longer acceptable, and that people are increasingly inclined to reject traditional notions of leadership and will often vote for alternatives, which we may find strange. Within the business world, the race to the top probably happens in many different ways, but everyone has to start somewhere. ILM recognise this, and recent research suggests that there is in fact a leadership lag, with those at the top in danger of leaving everyone else behind. Now, the irony of this point is not lost on me. We are here, after all, to celebrate those at the top, which is extremely important. After all, we all need role models to inspire us. ILM's findings suggest that the pace of change and coping with it will test our leadership capabilities more than ever before, with the ability to communicate, innovate, plan, and work effectively across international and multicultural boundaries will be essential to achieving success. Traditionally, leadership development has been focused on those at or near the top, often resulting in the survival of the fittest. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention, and congratulations once again to all the winners here this evening and to everyone else in your respective teams who make you who you are. I hope I've given you something to think about, and we'll be delighted to discuss how ILM can assist in developing your leadership talent pipeline. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Russ. So thank you for the first two speakers. And for those of you who are winning awards, you don't have to talk. This is the good news. A couple of them said, look, if I'm up there tonight, do I have to speak? You don't have to speak. Here's how we're going to do this. When you hear your name called, if it's called, make your way immediately up to the stage where you'll receive your award, and you'll meet the judges. We've got 3 judges tonight, and I'll introduce them in a moment. There's 4 on the panel. Our 4th judge, Joe Serrano, unfortunately is ill tonight and can't make it. So we've got the 3 other judges with us tonight. So when you come up here, you'll meet the judges, you'll receive your award. Now, some of you may be receiving 2 awards. One is the Personal Business Award, which is for your individual person. And the second is the Corporate Award. And regularly you'll see that these 2 awards are given to the same organisation, because it makes sense that if you've got a dynamic leader who's running things the way things are run, there's a pretty good chance they're going to get the second award, which is customer satisfaction, customer delight. It makes sense they go together. So when you come to the stage, when you're presented with the award, the photographer will be down the front here taking the photograph. Make sure you look happy, because we want these photographs to reflect who you are and the fact that you are a hero, and maybe an unsung hero. We want your staff, your friends, your family, anybody to see these photographs. So you've got to look like you're happy. Don't look like you just lost your best friend, okay? So I'm now going to welcome to the stage our 3 still remaining alive judges. We call it a panel in Australia. They called it a jury here. I was a bit worried about jury. Juries, I got called for jury duty in Australia about 6 months ago. I've never done jury duty, and if ever I do go to court, I'm very concerned about that system, because if you're accused of a major crime, your future is being dictated and decided by 12 people who aren't smart enough to get out of jury duty. So I'm going to call the first 3 judges. I'm going to call back to the stage now Daniel Seelhofer from Switzerland. Come on up, Daniel, who's on our panel. Thank you. And Russ Haines. Come on back up, Russ. And also head of ASIC in UK, Mavrice Dimmock. Come on, Mavrice. Great. Come on up on stage. And we have the beautiful Tara, who will be arriving at any moment to help present the awards. Now, as I mentioned before, if you hear your name called, please come to the stage. You'll be presented with the award. You'll be congratulated by the judges. Then turn and face the cameras and look happy. Make sure you look happy. I don't want you to look unhappy. There is a tendency around these regions for people to look very serious. So look happy. You are a hero. We want you to look like a happy hero.